أنا آت إلى ظل عينيك آتي أنت بيتي ومنفاي أنت أرضي التي دمرتني أنت أرضي التي حولتني سماء لست كوكبا طالعا من كتاب الأغاني عندما ارتج صوت المغني لغة الدم حين تصير الشوارع غابة لا تموتي أنا آتي 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 إلى ظل عينيك آتي.
Hello everyone. So we're gonna start on time. So greetings to everybody. Really good to see either your faces or your names. In a few minutes we're gonna start the prayer. But before that, I'm going to introduce myself very briefly and pass it on to Pupak, who's going to introduce herself very briefly. It is being recorded, but as you can see, the three of us are pinned, so you don't need to be there in the recording if you don't wish to. The third one is the altar. So I'm called Azul Thome. I was born in Beirut 60 years ago and was a child in the war, and have been engaged with the liberation of Lebanon since the age of 18 to now. And my activism is shifting from this to this. And so it's more of a soul activism now than full on against. And this is what we're offering tonight, is to go deeper together and unify and weave. So I'll pass it on to Pupak.
Thank you. So yeah, I'm Pupak. I was born in northern Iran by the Caspian Sea 58 years ago. And then I left Iran when I was 16. So I've been out of the country for 42 years now. I'm Japanese Persian and Azul is Lebanese French. So we are both, got mixed cultures, and the conversation we had earlier, Azul and I, as we prepare, is as we see our countries, taking heavy hits. It feels like life is asking of us to rise up, to connect and to pray and to prepare the field. So the prayer today is our first collaboration, and we're here to prepare the field of the mycelium to look after life. That's what we're here for. And you all are part of this field that we're preparing. So thanks for your time and being here. I will close this in 2 minutes, just to let us know. I will stop people coming in.
Thanks, Pupak. So I invite you to stand for the prayer if you want, if you can. And you might understand why, because we are going to travel through the heart of the earth to the heart of the cosmos and create some sort of beam of light through our body. If you want to sit, you know, of course, it's totally good. The prayer will last about, it's a sort of visualization prayer. It will last about 10 to 12 minutes, just so you have a sense. And you will mostly be invited to close your eyes, so if you want, or soften them. Then we'll have a moment of silence to integrate, and then Pupak will make an offering and we'll have a time of closure together. We hope to finish at 6:30, well, that's French time, because that's where I am. We might run over, but feel free to leave at the time you need to. Okay, it's 6:05, so we're going to close this space. Yes, wonderful. So I invite you to stand if you want, to soften your eyes or to close your eyes, to feel your feet on the ground. You might want to take your shoes off if you have them on. I call on the Divine Mother, the Great Mystery. We call on you for your presence, your grace, your blessing, your guidance and your protection. From the east to the west, the south to the north, to the center, to the whole, to the heart. From spirit to body, emotion and the mind. Presence, expansion and compassion. From the fire to our earth, to our waters and our air, and the full spiral of all kin, of all species, of all time, of all places, of all peoples. Past, present, future, Awen. We call on the children's fire that we place in the center of our prayer, a reminder that all we do, all that we are as human beings, is to tend and protect the children of all species, of all places, of all times, past, present, and future. Haghini. We call on our well and wise ancestors, our wings, our songs, our rituals, our ceremonies, our dances, our creativity. From the hearth of our Mother Earth, in the heart of her, where the sun shines, we're going to spin a golden thread filled with light. Imagine to spin a thread that goes up from the center of our Mother Earth, that starts entangling itself around your body, and to enter through the first energy center, the second energy center, the third energy center, to the fourth, which is where the heart is. And within this heart, there is a rosebud, a crystalline rose. and you see the rose starting to spin on herself. She spins and gently in her own time opens her petals, filled with light and love and crystalline, golden. She starts opening up, spinning on herself, entangling the gold thread between her petals. And now we go and connect to the center of the cosmos, and within the sun, in the center of the cosmos, in the heart of the cosmos, we also spin a thread, a golden luminous thread that comes to our body through our crown, through our third eye for clear vision, down our throat for true speaking, to meet the other thread, entangling itself within the crystalline petals of the rose. And she spins like a Sufi dancer on the nax from the heart of Mother Earth to the heart of the cosmos. And from these crystalline petals, you feel their light and their love going down to your body, to your feet, and up your body to the top of your head, revitalizing every cell, every ligament, every muscle, every bone, the marrow inside the bone, the skin, the blood, revitalizing, re-energizing, regenerating every part of your body, every part of your spirit, every part of your emotions, and every part of your mind. Creating a beam, a vertical beam from the center of our Mother Earth to the center of our cosmos, moving through our body. You might feel tingling, might feel warmth, might feel nothing. All is good. And each breath, the crystalline light from the rose inside your heart gets deeper, brighter. I want to open your hands outwards. Now from the spinning rose inside your heart, the light starts going horizontally, like ripples of golden light, going out of your body, out of the room or the place you find yourself in, out beyond the walls, further than the land, the waters where you are, widening to englobe the whole of our Mother Earth with this golden, bright, loving light that starts raining the finest of crystals all over our earth, on every part, every peoples, every species that are experiencing suffering. And we send the blessing of our Divine Mother, the presence the guidance and the protection. Rippling out from our hearts, joining hearts with each other, covering the whole of our earth. Unifying, weaving, as one beating heart that chooses to love. Now through our feet grows a mycelium, finest of filaments of golden light, following all the waterways of our earth, from where you are, your closest river, stream, lake, ocean, waterfall, pond, underground, rivers, a well, and from where you are, imagine this mycelium of golden light, again covering the whole of our earth, until all the waters on this beautiful earth glitters. And for tonight, we're gonna focus this mycelium in Iran, in the waterways of Iran, the waterways of Syria, the waterways of Lebanon, the waterways of Palestine, to all the people that are hurting, all the places that have been harmed, all the species that have been harmed. We send this mycelium of care, of support, of solidarity and sumud. Sumud is an Arabic word that means perseverance, steadfastness, endurance. We keep loving. We see all the waterways of the west of Asia, feeling our presence, feeling our blessings, feeling our hearts that choose to unify and not divide. Choose to love all of lives. To choose to tend and protect the children's fire. While we focus in west of Asia, we also focus on the whole of Mother Earth, because we know other places are hurting. Other peoples are hurting. Other species are hurting. And we don't turn away. We turn towards. And we become beacons of light, beacons of love, and transmute our hurt, our suffering into medicine. That comes from our broken hearts, where the universe can come through. So here from this little body of ours, we have activated a beam from the center of our Mother Earth to the center of our cosmos. We have rippled out light that covers the whole of Mother Earth. And through our feet, we have woven a mycelium of care, support, solidarity and sumud. For all species, for all peoples, for all places. Very gently, we're going to let the mycelium do its medicine. We're going to disconnect from it. Gently, very gently, we're going to return to our body. But first we have a few more prayers to do. We ask the heart of Mother Earth and the heart of the cosmos to wrap the thread around our body, covering every part of our body with a net of golden light of protection. The front of our body is covered, the back, the sides, the top and the bottom. Every part is covered in this crystalline golden thread. We thank Mother Earth and the cosmos that can take back their threads. Until next time. Meanwhile, the rose starts slowing down her dance, her sacred dance. She starts slowing down, starts closing her petals very gently. Digesting the golden thread that we're entangled, to strengthen and soften our hearts, until she becomes a bud again and goes and snuggle inside the heart. You can keep your eyes closed if you have them closed. Start widening your hearing to welcome sounds, if there are sounds. Feel the cold, cool air through your nostril when you breathe. Feel your clothes on your skin, the temperature of your body. I invite you to put your hands together and create some warmth by creating friction between them, keeping your eyes closed. When you have the heat that you like, you can place them gently over your eyes. Gently open your fingers, just like the branches of a tree in the forest that lets just a bit of light, not too much. Feel the contact of your skin, of your hands on your face. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes within your hands. Very gently, when you're ready. Now let your hands bring you back fully into this body of yours, into this room. You might want a little massage. Might want to feel all of your body just to welcome you back after this journey. Might want to put your hands where it aches, if there's any aches. After this prayer, it might make it feel very nice. Now we're going to have a minute or two just in silence in your own space. You can sit, lay down, move about. I will come back to you. Just to breathe in where we've just voyaged together. Thank you, everybody. I'm gonna pass on my voice to Pupak's voice.
Thank you, Azul. Thank you for this beautiful, fertile ground that you've invoked and created. So in this ground, I'd like to invite us to add to the fertility of what Azul had prepared. And I want to invite you to add to the compost of this ground by tuning into what you need to release. So feel into what you will add to the compost of this rich ground we're preparing. And this is the things you're ready to let go of. It can be a thing, it can be a thought pattern, it can be an attachment or behavior or anything that you feel doesn't serve you or the world. And you can keep that thought to yourself, or you can write it in the chat box to share, or you can even voice it. But if you're to voice it, then I would suggest you raise your hand and you share it with the next exercise. And the next exercise is, I'd like to invite us to plant a seed in this ground that Azul and I are weaving. And the seed, your seed, is what is coming to you and through you. What is your love for life? What is life whispering to you and through you? And that is the seed. That is the seed you plant in this ground. And we hope, we expect that life is hearing. Mm-hmm. And if you want to vocalize it, you're very welcome. Your small group tonight. So so raise your hand if you want to vocalize, and I'll invite you to just share 2 words, no more. So we don't want any explanation. Just 2 words of what you are releasing and what you are planting. And it will be planted here in this fertile ground with the mycelium network that we are weaving by sharing this time and space here together today. Azul, do you have anything?
I do. I want to release hate, and I want to plant devotion, service.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. With Mona leaving us, I can share my 2 bits. I want to release all that separates me from others, from life. And I am planting the mycelium network, little groups. Sarah, maybe I think you should unmute here.
Yeah. Yes, I'd like to share that I'm releasing fear, and I'd like to plant joy.
Thank you. Yeah, Susanna.
Yeah, I'd like to release fear, and I'd like to plant an abiding connection with the earth and the cosmos. Thank you, Azul.
One.
I'm releasing physical possessions a lot that I really don't need anymore, and other people maybe can enjoy. sorry, more than 2 words. And I am planting consciousness.
Thank you. Azul, shall I move into the poem?
Please do, and we could maybe close that way and thank everybody for coming. And it is recorded, so I will share it somewhere. Stay in touch with you. Please.
So other friends who didn't vocalize, your composting process and your seeding process, be aware of it and take it away. And we've been in this space together, and I trust that what we've co-created in this space will be alive, and it will be alive within you and within our space. So thank you. I'd like to finish and close our session today with a poem from Hafiz. When Azul and I were preparing for today, and Azul invited me to say something in Farsi, and in the Western world, Hafiz is being known more and more. And I'm bringing the language, is a beautiful language in Farsi. And I told Azul that I will divine for a poem. And I felt Hafiz really spoke perfectly to our intention for our session today. And so I'll just share the poem. And then I'll just say very briefly of what it kind of means. But bear in mind that the poem is like a cathedral. And the meaning I will bring is more like a little room, a cloister in the cathedral. So this is the poem. نوبهار است در آن کوش که خوشدل باشی، که بسی گل بدمد باز و تو در گل باشی. من نگویم که کنون با که نشین و چه بنوش، که تو خود دانی اگر زیرک و عاقل باشی. چنگ در پرده همین میدهدت پند، ولی وعظت آنگاه کند سود که قابل باشی. در چمن هر ورقی دفتر حالی دگر است، حیف باشد که ز کار همه غافل باشی. نقد عمرت ببرد قصه دنیا به گزاف، گر شب و روز در این قصه مشکل باشی. گرچه راهیست پر از بیم ز ما تا بر دوست، رفتن آسان بود ار واقف منزل باشی. حافظا گر مدد از بخت بلندت باشد، صید آن شاهد مطبوع شمایل باشی. So that's the language, and it's the poem, the voice of Hafiz and Farsi. And very briefly, I just translated the gist of it, which says, actually the poem starts by saying Nobaharas is the beginning of spring, which was perfect. So this is the beginning of spring, and Hafiz is saying, yeah, let go of your worries for this world and walk the path of truth, and trust that your effort and good fortune that you will reach your destination. So I spoke with Azul today before this, and I was like, we will return, we will enrich the soil of our lands, Iran, from Iran to Palestine, holding that vision, that hope, and that intention. And I just felt Hafiz has also spoken that to us. Azul, over to you, my dear.
Thank you, Pupak, and thank you, Hafiz. I want to thank the Divine Mother and the Great Mystery for coming, for calling us, May all that was said for love, may it be so, it is so. Awen, Awen, Awen. I just want to say this prayer that I've just shared with you. It's the first time I share in public. It's been growing through the work with the rose. And it be open to the great mystery, to enter your life more deeply than before, perhaps. It's time as the world gets cracks open. We are called to carry the light and the love, especially in places of harm, within ourselves and outside ourselves. So thank you so much. Yes, thank you to all that was there. And may you be blessed and protected in these great turning, as our dear Joanna used to say. That's all for me. I wish you a good, not even sure where you are, but we are on the earth, I think. Much love to you, and we will let you know if we do more and invite you again. Very well.
Thank you all.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. That was lovely.
Thanks, Susan.
Thank you, Suzanne.
Yeah, let's do it again.
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Swan.
Love you. Bye.